Hey there, welcome back. Are you ready to learn how to read labels? Oh, come on, it can be fun. One of the ways I enjoy quiet time is going shopping alone without a time crunch, just so I can look for new things and read labels. Sometimes I find new things to add to recipes, and sometimes I'm in disbelief at what I'm looking at because it was actually made for human consumption. Now, you probably already know the importance of reading a label, but do you know what to look for? It can be confusing. There are many manufacturers that list on the front label that the food is low fat, a good source of fiber or calcium, and that they have lower cholesterol, or even say they're gluten-free, when the food may not have ever contained gluten or cholesterol to begin with. They want us to buy their brand, so they make eye-catching statements and nice packaging to entice us. I could show you a pack of strawberry Twizzlers, which is my favorite junk food of all time, and say that they are gluten-free, low-fat, and cholesterol-free, but those are simply distractions from the major fact that they have about 15 grams of sugar for just 4 pieces and offer no nutritional value at all. Guess what else is gluten-free, fat-free, and cholesterol-free? Water. So see, you have to look at the whole package, not just what it claims on the front. The statements on the front of the label are more for your advertising than for your education. It's more important to know what to look for in the ingredient label and how to read the nutrition facts, because that's where the truth of the food lies. Well, as close to the truth that you can get anyway. In my experience, most of my clients stated that they looked at calories, fat, and carbohydrates on labels without looking at the ingredients. And they didn't know what the numbers on the label actually meant or how to choose one food over the other based on the label. So I'm going to teach you the right way to read labels, because when you know better, you do better. And talking about labels can be lengthy, so we've broken this up into 2 lessons. Be smart and read labels with a plan of action. First, look at the most important part of the label, the ingredient section. Then, if the ingredients prove worthy, you'll move to reading the nutrition facts. When looking at the ingredients list, remember less is better. As a rule of thumb, if a food has an ingredient list that's extremely long and has words you've never heard, much less able to pronounce, it's likely to contain preservatives and chemicals that you don't want to consume, and a good idea to put them back on the shelf. The first ingredient listed on the label is the ingredient that the food has the most of. So if you're picking up applesauce, you would expect the first ingredient to be apples. And the second thing to look for is sugar. If the second or third ingredient is sugar, then it's probably more than you want. If you see any type of sugar in the ingredients, then it is added sugar. Some foods that you thought were healthy may have more sugar in them than you thought. An example would be some brands of yogurts and some instant oatmeals and some cereals. It's okay to have sugar in your food. Just know that sugar comes in many forms and has many different names. In fact, there are over 50 different names for sugar. I'm not talking about the natural sugar that occurs in whole foods like oranges and cucumbers. Those are foods that have fiber and have many nutritious benefits. I'm talking about added sugar. Let's dive in a little deeper. Some of the names you may see that equate to sugar include high fructose corn syrup, high maltose corn syrup, brown rice syrup, molasses, cane juice, lactose, fructose, glucose, sucrose, fruit sugar, agave, dextrose, and maltodextrin. These are added sugars to the foods and something you want to be aware of when you're choosing. The less sugar, the better. What about sugar-free foods? Good question. Some foods say 0 sugar in the nutrition facts, but listed under the ingredients may be artificial sweeteners like aspartame, that's also called NutraSweet, and sucralose or saccharin, and it's a good idea to avoid these altogether. They offer only risk to your health. A great rule of thumb is to avoid any label that has a sweetener of any kind in the first 5 ingredients. And you may also visit cspinet.org, which is the Center for Science in the Public Interest, for a complete list of chemicals or ingredients to avoid. Some of these chemicals, such as artificial sweeteners and dyes, have been deemed unsafe and are still found abundantly in our foods. Now let's talk fats. Avoid any foods with trans fat. You may or may not see trans fat listed under nutrition facts, but the ingredients section will show partially hydrogenated oils, or fractionated oils. And any hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oil is a trans fat and should be avoided. Trans fats raise your bad cholesterol, lower your good cholesterol, double your risk for heart disease, increase inflammation, and your risk of having a heart attack or stroke. They are mostly found in processed foods that are boxed, frozen, or canned items, and can also be in fast foods. In fact, partially hydrogenated oils are found in coffee creamer, margarine, and even some cereal bars. How bad is it? I'm so glad you asked, because it's so bad that all research shows that trans fat not only raises cholesterol, but causes hardening of the arteries and is linked to some cancers. Now, this is one ingredient I tried with all my efforts to keep not only myself away from, but my family. Can you believe that some manufacturers try to outsmart us? You may notice that on some front labels it will say trans fat free, and at the same time show partially hydrogenated oil in the ingredients. Here's your power nugget. Partially hydrogenated oil is trans fat. So now you know what to look for first when you pick up any packaged food, and it can't fool you. Now, this single ingredient has been hiding in food for years, and you may have been consuming it without knowing. You may be wondering if it's too late or if there's anything you can do to reverse the damage. Of course there is. Our bodies are wonderfully made to repair, and with a little help from natural sources, it can be quicker than you think. My top 2 suggestions for those who don't eat 100% organic plant-based foods 100% of the time. Let me say that again. These are suggestions for those who do not eat 100% organic plant-based foods 100% of the time. That would be most of us. A multivitamin. And these can help you feel energized, focused, and satisfied from your sugar cravings, because your body may be missing some nutrients. Cravings for food may occur, and you may think you have a sugar craving. So a good, high-quality, highly absorbable multivitamin can actually help you not crave sugar. Not all multivitamins are created equal, so beware before you go to the local pharmacy for a $10 bottle. Cheaper is not always better, and some vitamins actually have sugar, trans fat, and dyes in them. So vitamins also become bedpan bullets because they don't break down. In essence, they become a waste of money. How do you know which one to buy? There are a few good ones on the market, so things to look for in a multivitamin would be, first, the price. You'll probably pay anywhere from $20 to $25 for a high-quality 30-day supply. Also, the best ones will dissolve in a glass of water within about 30 minutes and have no pink, blue, purple, or strange colored coating. The second thing I suggest is an omega-3. These are important in fighting any damage caused from having a diet containing trans fats. A high-quality fish oil can actually help clear out plaque in your arteries. They also give your body the ability to fight inflammation naturally. So taking this one not only reduces the risk of heart attack, it helps tremendously with achy joints. This is one I say don't skip. But like multivitamins, not all are created equally. Here's what to look for. First, the price on a high-quality fish oil will be somewhere around $30 to $38 for a 1-month supply. Second, the ingredients should contain oil from sardines, anchovies, or krill. These are the smallest fish in the sea that have little chance of high mercury levels. No other kind of oil should be in your fish oil omega-3. We've covered a lot on ingredients and supplements today. Now get ready for the next lesson. We'll cover how to read nutrition facts on the label. But until then, make it a healthy day.